So, this episode is going to be about the Future Diary, aka Mirai Nikki. I think it's, I can't be sure about the pronunciation. It just looks that way to me, so I'm just going to go with Mirai Nikki. So I'm just gonna call it the Future Diary. So this anime is classified as psychological thriller, which is pretty spot on. I mean, it messes with like the character's head so much that you're like, wow, I feel like she's gonna be right behind me. But yeah, it's about this god Deus Ex Machina. I've heard it said Deus Ex and Deus Ex, but I'm just gonna go with Deus. But he's the god of time and space, and he is falling apart. He's dying, and he gives 12 people the power to see in the future with their diaries that they have, like they keep. Like the main character is Yuki. He has a diary that's in his phone, which most of the characters have in their phone, but there's a few that don't. Yuki has the random diary, one that, like, basically he kept a diary of like observational things that he saw. So his diary doesn't, it helps, but it's not that great because it's random, and like he has to be able to see things for like the thing to actually register anything. And then his stalker and this resident psychopath, Gasai, shows up, and she has the Yuki diary, and she gets 10-minute intervals of what he's doing, and not only is that really creepy, but it's actually pretty helpful because she's so like in love with Yuki that he ends up actually falling in love with her, even though like she's really questionable. But in the beginning, he doesn't trust her because, for good reason, she's a fucking sociopath and a psychopath too, on top of it. So that doesn't really mix well, because every time there's somebody that comes after him, she kills them, or she wants to kill them, no matter how nice they seem, even though she's correct most of the time. Like the first person that comes after Yuki, because he was the first diary user, they're coming after him because he's the favorite to win, to become the next god. And so the third, his teacher was the third diary owner, and I think his was called the Murder Diary. And he was a teacher, but he was also the serial killer that in the very beginning, which they also kill him in the very beginning. So like he's not really relevant, but she helps him survive by using her diary and his weapon of choice. For some reason, Yuki's weapon of choice is darts, which to me isn't that scary, but you know, whatever. Apparently he can throw that thing pretty fucking hard, dude. Like, how can you put a dart right through a phone screen? I don't know. It's just really not, like, I don't think it's believable, but hey, it's anime. Anything's believable. I mean, if Goku can shoot energy beams out of his hand, then I'm pretty sure a dart can go through a phone. But anyway, they outwit him, and he uses the dart and shoots right through his phone, killing him instantly. Because the phone is his diary, and his diary is like an extension of himself. Everybody's diary is, and if the diary gets destroyed, then they die. And they don't just like get bloody or nothing. No, they just like go into like a space, like a warp space. I guess like their body turns into like a black hole, and like it collapses on himself. Alright, so they just disappear into like a black hole of themselves, and the black hole just disappears. Then they end up going back to school and everything, and then the ninth diary holder, I can't remember what her name is, but she comes in like terrorizing the school, and she's a bomb expert and escapist, so she like rigs the school with motion sensor bombs, and that's pretty sweet. But Yuki and Yuno use their diaries to like outsmart her, and the ninth doesn't know that Yuno is also a diary holder, so she when the students like turn on Yuki because they were given like an out to, if they give him up then they get to live or something, so they bring him to her, and Yuno freaks out, goes into psycho mode, and jumps out the window of the school, and oh no, she runs. First she runs through the halls, blowing up every motion sensor, and then she jumps out like the first story window. I don't know, I couldn't really tell, but she tells well, first the fourth diary user, who was a detective, he shows up to stop the ninth because she's a wanted terrorist, and he was trying to capture her, and then Yuno shows up. But Yuno helps Yuki get to his diary because the students that captured him took his phone and tossed it, so she had to help him navigate through the minefield, because somehow the ninth got mines put up everywhere without anybody noticing. Again, it's anime, anything's possible, but it doesn't make sense. I mean, you'd think somebody would notice if the ground had been dug up a little bit, but she helps him navigate through the minefield, and then Yuki stabs the chick right in the friggin' eye, making that eye obviously useless. And before they get to actually destroy her diary, she, of course, is an escapist, so she escapes on her like randomly placed motorcycle that came out of nowhere. Again, it's anime, whatever. But she escapes, and then Yuki and Yuno form an alliance with the fourth. And then after that, the next time they actually face somebody, they face the 6th and the 12th. I think it's the 12th, maybe it's the 11th. Yes, definitely the 12th. Yeah. The 6th and 12th diary holders. The 12th is blind, but he wants to be a superhero or something, and he's like, he's talking about justice and everything, and his diary is a voice recorder. and he happened to rescue the ninth, and used her as like a decoy to help him get into the sixth like cult, because she's partially like basically blind too, because but she has the diary of clairvoyance, and she can see pretty much anything through anybody's eyes, I guess. I don't know, her followers' eyes. I don't understand. I didn't understand her power. I mean, I get clairvoyance, but I don't get how her power worked, because she wasn't actually seeing anything in the future. She was just like a figurehead type thing. But anyway, the 12th had the ninth locked up in the whole thing. For some reason, she was naked. I didn't understand that. But before that happened, he took out her eye, the eye that Yuki stabbed with the dart. But he goes off in his weird costume. I mean, he's blind. I expect him to go like Daredevil type thing. But his outfit is really weird. It's just like, looks like a lollipop, I guess, with an eye on it. I don't know. But he has like a bunch of people hypnotized, so he has them killing each other, and then he can apparently can make them fake death and or whatever, and they go on a killing spree after he has the people set the place on fire where the sixth is being held. He also let the ninth go, but the fourth stopped her from escaping. But then the 12th had 4 other people dressed up like him, basically make him like in his little ragtag group the Power Rangers of the anime universe that were short-lived. Because like right after his entrance and everything, cuts his throat because she noticed that he was blind, so she threw a rock and hit something, and the others that were in his little group, they're supposed to be the 12-5 or whatever, they all looked the other way, but the dude is blind because his hearing is heightened. He could hear exactly where it hit, so he turned to the left while the other turned to the right, and she ran at him and slit his throat with an axe, which is pretty sweet. And then the sixth brigade turns on them, saying that she was supposed to be on their side. She was like, "Oh, can you help me?" and everything. But now she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have your little girlfriend get raped." But Yuki actually comes and saves her. But before that, cuts off her freaking right hand, which was another pretty sweet move with an axe. I mean, that was awesome. But after that, she gets captured after she helps Yuki escape. And then the sixth orders all the men to take turns on sorry. And Yuki comes and saves her by throwing the sixth like most prized possession up in the air, and all of her followers are like staring up at it, and he throws a dart and hits her diary, and it destroys it, and she gets sucked into a black hole too. After that, Yuki's mom finally comes home after being put on leave for 3 days because she said that she'd watch over one of her one of her people that works with her. I can't think of the word right now. co-worker, duh. But she volunteers to take care of one of her co-workers' kids because the parents were killed in the episode with the sixth little cult, because they're part of the cult. So she was taking care of this little boy for 3 days, but it only lasted for a single day. And this little boy was a diary user, because in his diary, I don't know what it was called, but it was like a drawing one for like little kids. But he held his own. He was pretty psycho, and that kid was like one of my favorites because he was like so deranged, and little kids that are like that are pretty sweet. I mean, you wouldn't think in an anime like a little kid be like one of the most awesome, like, evil people. But he puts nerve gas in the air. Well, Yuki accidentally triggers it. But he has the little boy, Risuke, I think his name was, had a gas mask, so he was the only one that was safe from the nerve gas. And he was being nice by not having Yuki's mom succumb to that, because before, when Yuno was chasing him around, she ended up knocking out and possibly fracturing Yuki's mom's skull with a hammer. But little boy takes the mom outside, leaves her out there before that all happened, before like the nerve gas thing happened. Yuno drags Yuki into the bathroom where the nerve gas is, and then the little boy pretty much taunts Yuno until she comes out to face him one-on-one. She breaks out the sliding glass door, so the nerve gas gets dispersed, so it doesn't take that much effect on her anymore. But she chases them all around after that, and they get to the stair. Oh, she gets to the stairs, and he pours water on the stairs and then electrocutes her. I thought she would die there, but you know, she didn't die, I guess. But Yuki comes and saves Yuno, and by throwing a dart at the little boy. I don't know if it actually hit him, because I didn't see where it hit him. And after that shot, I didn't see a dart in his body anywhere. But it didn't kill him, and Yuki like breathes his breath into her so she can get up for Yuno to get up, and she stabs the little boy through the chest, which is pretty like horrible to show a little boy getting killed by a crazy woman. But to be fair, he was a crazy little bastard, so he kind of deserved it. He had it coming. And he gives her the antidote to help Yuki, so he doesn't have that nerve gas in him and it won't kill him. But she collapses before she can actually put the antidote into him. But lucky for them, the ninth was pretty much given orders to help them by the fourth diary holder, who got her contact info so she could be like an ally. And not too long after, like they go to a murder site or something like that. I can't remember because I started watching the anime again today because I wanted to refresh it, but I haven't watched it since maybe January, so it's kind of foggy for me. But this is where I got to just before I started making this video. But they go to this murder site with Yuki's friends. I know one of them was Hinata and Kosuka. I don't know what the other one's name was. I can't remember. I think it was Ari or something like that. I can't recollect. But turns out Hinata's father was, I think, the 10th maybe diary holder, but he asked Deus to transfer the diary over to her, his daughter Hinata, and she tries like killing Yuki and Yuno. Doesn't really work out. Like, she has like all these dogs like coming to like attack them, because I think I can't remember where her diary is. It's something to do with like being able to pinpoint where they are, and then having the dogs let loose on them to kill them. But all Kosuka and others are like, what the hell's going on and everything, and Yuki and explain it and everything. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure Hinata survives somehow, but her dad ends up dying, and that's all I got on that. I can't remember, but keep in mind Deus is dying, so there's a timeline to where they have to win, and the day that he dies, could be an apocalypse and everything's going to explode and destroy everything, the whole thing like that. But I think the same day. I think it's either the same day or the day after. Deus Ex is supposed to die either the day or the day after Yuki actually falls in love with Yuno and they do the nasty. So yeah. So I can't remember which day it was. I know it was Yuki and her to do that on the 20th of July. But they end up being the last two, because the 9th is supposedly dead, and the 4th, I can't remember how he died, but I'm pretty sure he turned on Yuki and Yuno. Yeah, because I think Yuno killed him when they were escaping from the police, because they were at a place where somebody died or something. They were brought in for questioning, and Yuno, oh no, it was because Yuno, they finally found Yuno's parents' dead bodies and Yuno's body, because the Yuno that we know isn't actually the real Yuno. Wow, that's really confusing. But she's actually a Yuno from the future that came back to the past after she won the game. So she's like, she killed herself her past self in order to be with Yuki again, but it all happened again. So yeah, she had her and Yuki are the last ones, supposedly. She goes to after they have sex, he mistakenly like says something like what his friend Ari said before he died, because he self-sacrificed. Which was like his clue to Yuno not being the real Yuno, and the Yuno he actually knew, the one that was like this cute little girl who actually didn't kill her parents. But he's telling Yuno to kill him because he wants her to build a world and save the world and live a good life. but because she realizes that he actually does love her now, that she can't kill him, and she ends up offing herself, and that leaves Yuki to be the new god of time and space. And that's all well and good, but then he's drifting for 10,000 years in the space because he hasn't created anything, because he's like so distraught over the fact that the girl he loved killed herself to save him, even though he wanted her to kill him, because he feels he was a useless person because, well, he kind of was. I mean, he used her to survive, and not that I'm faulting him for that, but that's kind of messed up to use anybody. Anyway, he's drifting around for 10,000 years, and then the Murmur, which is Deus Ex's like assistant type thing, like tiny, short, little pudgy girl, I guess. Like, she's not really pudgy, but you know, she's kind of little. She's like little kid fat, all right, not huge, but chubby. Then she, that Murmur is the first world Yuna's, god damn it, is Yuno's assistant, because she came from the other universe, like I said. Her power and Yuno from the third world, I think, or Murmur from the third world too, and something about I can't remember what it is, but they created the third world because Yuki's world was the second world, but Yuki is shown that he can go to the third world and be with Yuno, and I'm pretty sure he chooses to do so, and that's basically the end. And that anime was a total mindfuck, honestly, because at the end I was so confused, like first, second, third world, what's going on here? But there's also the manga that really explains further, plus there's like epilogue episodes and like other side stories for like the ninth, because she's not actually dead. She saves Yuki from before she kills herself. Well, before Yuno killed herself, because the ninth, I don't think she ever died. Pretty sure she just went down with the ship, or maybe Yuki saved her. I can't remember what happened to her, but I'm pretty sure he goes over to the third world and stays with the Yuno of that world. And after reading what I just read earlier, I guess the third world, Deus Ex, he appoints him and Yuno the new god of time and space, so they can be together, and so the game is canceled. So in the third world there is no battle royale, as it's called. It's 1 versus 11. Everybody is free for all battle, basically. It's basically Super Smash Brothers, honestly. It's just like everybody has to try to kill each other. So it's called the battle royale. So yeah, that anime to me was a great anime, because it made me think like, oh my god, is Yuki gonna die, or is Yuno behind me like right now? Oh my god. But check it out. If you don't want to check out the anime, at least check out the manga, because the manga is pretty sweet. It has a little bit more stuff into it than the anime, like most anime is, because like the editors and the anime type thing, they have to cut out a lot of stuff to make the story like coherent and stuff. I mean, they leave in the major things, but they take out like the minor things, and the small things do count. So that's why the manga will always be better than an anime, no matter what. But an anime, you also get to see it move, that people moving around. They actually have voices, and that's more me. Because like I said in an earlier video, I'm not much of a reader. So yeah, like I'll read, but not that much. So the anime is great. Check it out for sure. Especially if you like horror thriller type things. It's not really horror because it's not like ghosts and stuff like that, but or just like a random murderer. But yeah, check it out. I really want to end it here because it's already 30 minutes in. So like, comment, subscribe, do any of them. That'd be great. I want to know that I'm getting through to you guys. Because I don't want this to be for nothing. Because I'm not gonna keep on making videos if nobody wants to watch them. I mean, I like doing this, and I'd like it if you guys showed me that you actually appreciated it. And it's not really that I want people to watch my stuff so I can be rich. No. I want people to watch it because I want them to be able to like go into an anime thinking, alright, this person liked it, I want to see why they liked it. I mean, it's not just because I want to get rich and famous. No, I'm going to do other stuff with my life. This isn't my main thing. This is just what I do now. I mean, I'm just starting out. I mean, of course, I'd love to do this stuff on YouTube for a living, but whatever. Just please, like, at least show that you actually watched this. Because I'm only getting like 2 to 3 views on these videos when plenty of people liked the status I had put up on my page about this, like doing this, and nobody's really watching it, which kind of bothers me. It's like, you guys are interested in it until I actually did it. So please like, comment, or subscribe. I prefer subscribe so I can actually have an audience. Having an audience means you actually have somebody watching it, and not watching it isn't doing anything. It's just like, why is this dude doing this for nobody? I'm doing this for you guys. So I hope you guys appreciate it, because I appreciate you guys watching it. So till next time, bye bye.